Okay, so I didn't expect this. Got woken up to go out on a fishing trip. I was playing all night on the new game Apex Legends, and man, that game is just awesome. I love it. I believe I got over 10 wins with a couple of random guys that I just stuck with last night. But yeah, so been invited out fishing. We're getting ready to go fishing. See you after. So just arrived at the fishing spot. We're using a Shimano Raider rod, medium weight, small, and we're also just using an ordinary I don't know, it's just a glittery white clear lure. I'm fairly new to lure fishing, so I don't know if you can see that, but there's actually a little crab just there. So yeah, alright, let's get moving. See a fair bit of bait fish swimming around. You know what, if we get lucky we might even be able to find some mud crabs. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Just going for a walk along the muddy edge there. And actually, okay, so at the moment it's actually low tide. The tide will be coming in about 25 minutes, and there's actually a school of mullet just sitting there. Something swimming off the top. A couple of whiting I can see. Alright, so I did notice just a couple of brim swimming, so
so I might actually have a cast. See if we can get anything. I actually had a hit. Oh, just had a hit. Oh, we're gonna move on. Alright, so keeping in mind, this is my first video, my first time ever, you know, proper. Oh, got something. What do we have? Oh, nice little cod. Look at that. Oh, I caught my first fish ever lure fishing. Chuck the rod in there. Oh, nice little guy. Alright, so you just gonna. Oh man, he swallowed that. Eh? He swallowed that. Oh, first time ever lure fishing, and caught a nice little cod. Oh. There you go, buddy. Oh, awesome. Well, at least I know that this lure works. I don't really know any techniques. Cool. Try and get into that snag. Wasn't really quite the cast, but that is a nice cast. Oh man. Oh, that looks alright. Get that root in. Oh. We'll cast over this way. See if we can try and get some. Nice little monk over there. Yeah, that almost went into the tree. I actually can't believe I caught that cod. Oh, good cast, Clay. Okay. Close to the snag. Cast. Alright, so we've just come from over there, that direction. Yeah, we're gonna pretty much we're just walking along here. I can see a bit of bait fish. It looks like there's a bit of a depth there. doesn't look too big, but you know what? We're gonna have a cast. We're just gonna have a go. See if there's. I can see some brim over there swimming. And we're just gonna have a cast out here. Okay. So there doesn't seem to be anything over here, so we're just gonna walk further up and see if there's anything. Okay, so as I've walked further up the creek, I've actually noticed some stone structure, rocky structure up here, and what looks to be a crab pot over here. Looks like something floating. I've just had a good look and it looks fairly decent here, so I'm just gonna have a cast. That was a terrible cast. That is much better. Great. Where are we getting birds in this? Alright, so I've just seen some prawn jumping up against the bank. So I'm going to see if I can get a cast in there. So as I was saying before, I really don't have a technique or anything like that. I've literally gone and brought a rod and a couple of lures that were recommended. Looks like a nice snag over there. Seems to get a snag. I can actually see the log, so finally got him off. Yeah, I'm a terrible fisherman. Okay, so my little cousin just caught about 3 fish. I had the camera off. Yeah, that's a good cast. Got another one. Look at the size of him. Nice.
Decent foot.
That was a terrible cast. Now I really don't know what kind of technique to use. But all I'm doing is chucking it. And then winding it, letting it swim and then letting it drop. So Kelson has obviously gotten a snag, which is what I done not so long ago, and ended up snapping the tip of my rod. Yeah, I'm not a very good fisherman, but you know, I get the job done. And as you can see, he's almost swimming. Kelson so far has about what, 4? And I've just got the 1, so yeah. So I'll probably muck around in this area for maybe another 5 minutes, and then I might move up the creek. Couple more cars. Okay. Couple more casts and then we'll move on. I actually had a hit this. Oh, got him! Woohoo! Oh, caught another little cod. Smashing them today on the lures. You know, when I first looked at this lure, I kind of thought, am I really going to catch a fish on this? But I'll tell you what, man, it'll come through. He's gone. So that's 2 fish so far. So what we are pretty much trying to chase are mainly mangrove jacks. Target some mangrove jacks, maybe some brim. But yeah. Good cast. Alright, so I'm going to see how good my casting skills are. I'm going to try and get it under that tree. Okay, that didn't work. It's actually in the, it's in the water. Kelson's going for another swim. Good cast. Oh, so let that sink down. Let it sink down. Oh yeah, garfish. Okay, so I've only got about 10% left on the GoPro. Just having a look under this tree. Might have a bit of a flick under there and see if we can get anything. Good cast. Oh, had a hit. Had a couple of hits just then. Just like bang bang. See if we can get one more fish before the GoPro shuts down. Good cast. Oh, yep. Oh, there seems to be something wrong with the reel. For some reason it's not winding. We still have him on, it's just the reel is not responding. This is a brand new reel. Okay. So there's a fish on it's just I don't know, I've got to sort it out. Oh. So I fixed it, and we seem to have another little cod. The cod seem to love this stuff. Now I'm not entirely sure what this lure is called, but I'm pretty sure, man, they got sharp teeth. It was intended for flathead. However, just get the hook out of there nice and safely. Okay. Now he's just chilling there. So basically, me and Kelson have fished this area. Caught nothing but little fish. A couple of Kelson caught about maybe 2 jacks and 2 cod. I've caught 2 cod and a jack. No, maybe 3 cod. So what we're planning on doing now is going up the creek system to maybe get to a bit more of an open flat to see if we can get some flathead. Yeah, and we want to try and catch something. So as you can see, there's cars up there where we're parked up. Yeah. So the plan is to get something to at least get something big enough to eat, so we can do a catch and cook. Alright, so I'll chuck his back on when we get up the creek. Ghost crab. If you guys see the video, maybe comment some techniques and stuff that I should be doing. I've never lure fished in my life, so this is my first time, and I'm basically just winging it, just chucking it. Oh, yep, we got a little cod again. So, you know, fishing isn't always about the size of the fish. You just got to catch a fish, and that itself brings enough enjoyment and fun. So we hooked him very nicely in the side. Just gonna undo the hook here. Here's a, if he lets me hold him, he's a lovely little cod. Oh, buddy. Alright. Hooked himself. And Kelson is hooked on to a lovely little cod too. It's even smaller than mine. And these guys are actually eating baits. Like, I mean, look at the size of that bait. It's almost the size of the cod, and the cod are just hammering them. It's awesome. Alright, so the technique that I'm sort of doing is basically letting it drop, doing a couple of winds, letting it drop, a couple of winds, letting it drop, and then maybe just a slow retrieve. It seems to be working so far. I've caught about maybe four or five fish maybe. Oh, Yep. Another little cod. Yep. Another little cod. It's just a cod fest today. Alright. Oh. Still got a bit of kick in him. Okay, buddy, okay, buddy. Oh, yeah. That's hooked him right in the gob. Damn. Now there is one thing that I do not like about cod, and it's all their spikes and their defensive mechanisms that they have on their body. Sometimes they can cut you, and it's not pretty. Not pretty at all. Oh, another cast. I just had a hit then. Yep. Oh, another little cod. This is awesome. I think this is my 6th fish. My first time ever fishing lures. And man, he has swallowed that. Oh. I'm gonna try and get him off here. And he has released himself. Yeah. Okay. So it's actually not the reel, it's the rod. The line keeps getting tangled around the rod. That's how pathetic of a fisherman I am.